What's going on, everybody? The return of Game of Thrones is upon us. So much went down last season. We're gonna break it down and give you everything you need to be ready for Season 4 with the Idiot's Guide to Game of Thrones, Season 3. Oh, and by the way, we're about to set sail for Spoiler Town. Oh, and if you really need to get caught up, why don't you check out our Idiot's Guide to Seasons 1 and 2? Click right here. Go ahead, click on it. I got all day. Let's start beyond the wall, where we find Bastard Jon Snow. The Eternal Virgins of the Night's Watch, aka the Crows, are all dealing with these albino zombies called White Walkers. Not only that, they're being set upon by the anything goes, crazy, dirty wildlings. Jon Snow, a crow who happens to look like the Crow, intentionally gets captured to spy on what they're up to. According to his ginger guide, Ygritte,
you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Well, he knows one thing. Had a bone Ygritte. Got it on a hot spring. Good news, they accept him as one of their own. Bad news, now he's gotta climb over that damn wall again. The thing looks harder to scale than the aggro crag. Remember that thing? I didn't. In spite of some shenanigans on the part of Gareth from the British office, they make it over the wall. But the jig is up when Jon Snow won't kill an innocent man. He ditches Ygritte to go warn his buddies, and that she doesn't take very well.
I have to go home now.
Women, am I right? Shooting you with arrows and stuff? Now let's go to King's Landing, where the Lannisters reside. Say hello to my little friend. Get it? That's a line from Scarface. And my little friend, Tyrion Lannister, now has a big old scar on his face. Whether everybody likes it or not, he's got a regular-sized seat at the small council's big table. Over in the ladies' quarters, new queen-to-be Marjorie Tyrell is working it so hard, Cersei is not amused.
If you ever call me sister again, I'll have you strangled in your sleep.
But King Joffrey is all like, I don't care, Mom. I'm busy having the most punchable face in King's Landing.
That's what intelligent women do. What they're told.
Joffrey! So where does that leave Sansa Stark? Well, now she has to marry Tyrion, and that's just weird. Cersei thinks it's hilarious until Dad lays down the law and marries her off to Loras, who happens to be gay. Fabulous wedding, shitty honeymoon. So Tyrion marries Sansa, gets wasted, mad dogs Joffrey, but doesn't have non-consensual sex with a minor.
I won't share your bed, not until you want me to.
In Game of Thrones world, that makes him an awesome stand-up dude. Now we venture across the sea to reunite with Daenerys Targaryen, the mother of dragons, aka Khaleesi, where she's almost killed by a little girl who looks like she just finished eating a blueberry blow pop. Daenerys gets saved by Sir Barristan Selmy, who's apparently the biggest badass in Westeros. You might remember he got fired by Joffrey and threw his sword at that little bastard. Well, he's not a bastard, but you know what I mean, he's a son of a bitch. Khaleesi needs some ride or die homies to take back that throne, so she buys 8,000 unsullied slave soldiers. She trades a dragon for this new army, then tells the guy she bought him from, I know you were talking mad crap about me in another language. So now, you're dead! Boom! She's got the army, she's got her dragons, she's got a badass old dude, a guy stuck in the friend zone, some real stud muffin named Dario who'll murder anybody for her. Khaleesi's killing it! Time to free up some more slaves, dragon-style emancipation, and they worship her for it. Now, the Khaleesi is not the only badass chica in the Seven Kingdoms. There's also Arya Stark. Arya has a little bit of bad luck crossing paths with the Hound.
What in seven hells are you doing with the Stark bitch?
Busted! The Hound captures her with the intent of dropping her off at her uncle's wedding to get some reward money from her mom and her brother. Sure, that's gonna work out just fine. The Hound and Arya are an odd pair. And here's another weird couple, Jaime Lannister and big old Brienne of Tarth. She's escorting Jaime through the woods towards King's Landing to exchange him for the Stark girls. Jaime and Brienne really need to be in a buddy cop movie. I hate you, but you saved my life, I love you. Oh no, bears, and oh my hand! So Jaime lost his hand.
You've lost a hand.
But he did make it back to King's Landing, where he's free to put his hand and his stump back on his sister's rump. Oh, and he did meet up with one of Robb Stark's bannermen, Roose Bolton, along the way, where he dropped this little nugget.
Tell Robb Stark I'm sorry I couldn't make his uncle's wedding. The Lannisters send her regards.
That seems innocent enough. What? You want more plot lines? We've got more plot lines. We've got so many, even ones that no one cares about, like Bran, who's chasing a three-eyed crow while traveling with two teenagers, Jojen and Mira Reed, who I literally have no idea who they are. I mean, the capacity of my brain to understand character connections, it really maxed out at that point. I'm not superhuman. Bran and the mystery siblings, and what's that guy's name?
Hold on!
Learn that Bran is a warg, able to control animals with his mind. So is Gareth from The Office, by the way. So they're chasing this three-eyed crow and it finds them north of the wall, and the important thing to remember is to fast forward through these sections. Oh, before I forget, Theon Greyjoy is being tortured by unknown captors after burning Winterfell to the ground. But things are looking up as he's being seduced by two babes, which is a ruse so they can cut his dick off! What a boner killer! Then his captor, Ramsay Snow, bastard son of Roose Bolton, sends his dad the dick in a box. And his sister Yara is all like, I don't care if he touched my hoo-ha while we were riding a horse. I must avenge my brother's wang! But enough about those small fries. It's time to get back to the wannabe kings. After the disastrous Battle of Blackwater, the rightful king, Stannis Baratheon, is at home licking his wounds with his sexy advisor / dark sorceress, Melisandre. You know, the one with whom his semen made a demon. Now Stan's old buddy, Davos, thinks he's losing it, so he tries to kill Melisandre and gets thrown in the dungeon where he's taught to read by a little girl on a very special episode of Game of Thrones.
Enough.
Finally, we get to our last contestant on Who Wants to Be King of This Shithole? Robb Stark. He loses half his army after beheading his right-hand man, Lord Karstark, which puts him in the awkward position of kissing Lord Frey's ass to get his army back up to snuff.
I have come to make my apologies, my lord.
Remember that old coot? Robb was supposed to marry Frey's Uggo daughter, but married his hot nurse wife instead.
Walder Frey is a dangerous man to cross.
To get in good graces, he offers up Uncle Edmure to marry a Frey. What could possibly go wrong? The Starks arrive for the big wedding, all seems to be going well, then they strike up the band, they're having the reception, everyone you love is dead! Robb Stark, dead! Talisa Stark, dead! Stark Bannerman, dead! A direwolf, dead! Catelyn Stark, dead! It's the Red Wedding. And when Roose Bolton kills Robb Stark, he drops this little gem.
The Lannisters send their regards.
That traitorous son of a bitch. So where does that leave us? The Mother of Dragons is coming. The White Walkers are coming. The Wildlings are coming. Stannis is brooding. Joffrey, he still sucks. Theon is dickless. Jon Snow, Tyrion, and Arya, they may be our only hope. Everyone else, dead. I'm ready for season 4. What was your favorite part of season 3? Let us know in the comments section below. Best answer, you're gonna get a Screen Junkies t-shirt. Guys, I wanna thank you for watching Screen Junkies. I'm Hal Rudnick. Hit me up on Twitter. Bye-bye.
It's a different take on the Turtles, as we've been hearing up to this point.
The original comics are definitely darker and more violent. Like, I'm a kid of the show, and looking back on the show, it's not a great show.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's a kid show.